You need to get a fire intro like Wayne where you just hear the lighter flick.
I got a lighter over this motherfucker. You know
Too.
I got a lighter. All right, fellas, we are live, y'all. Welcome in to the Sunday NFL edition of the Never Made It podcast, October 19th. Good morning. We got sports picks, sports bets, all the winners you need, all the conversation you need to hear is right here this morning on the Never Made It podcast. Let me go ahead and get ready to swing it to my esteemed host, the Eagles fan, located in Pittsburgh, Ohio. I mean, it's early, man. It's early, bro. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, made in Ohio. Timothy Delgado. Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Go
What up?
Birds.
What up? What up?
Good morning to y'all fellas. Good morning.
Good morning,
Man,
man.
happy to be here, man. Happy to, talk some sports. I believe we need to get back on the right track this week. So it's gonna be a interesting week, you know what I mean? So got my brother Ryan with us, man. What's going on, man? Good morning.
What's going on? Good morning, man. Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good
Over here
morning.
from sunny Arizona, man. The sun is just peeking over the houses over here, man. It's early. I'm ready to talk some ball, man. I'm excited to be here. And yeah, man, Tim on a little hot streak on the picks too, man.
Yeah,
So I've been
he
keeping
on
track.
fire.
Man, he been on fire, man. So for those who are watching and following, it's we gotta ride the wave.
Let's go.
Ride the motherfucking wave, indeed. Like I said, y'all know what it is. We got sports picks at the end of the show, so make sure you stick around, all right? Speaking of sports picks, yesterday I told y'all to tell these bets. I put them on the show. I ran over them at the end of the show. Like so, they was on here for at least a good 15 minutes. I think they had more screen time than most. All right. So the winning ticket that I put out yesterday, I told y'all the two easy double ups. I had Texas, Notre Dame, BYU plus 11 and a half, and New Mexico money line. That double up hit easy. The second double up I had UCF minus 2.5 at home versus sorry ass West Virginia. They won 45-13. And then I had Northwestern money line versus Purdue. They won 19-0. You didn't even have to sweat that shit out. You could have easily bet whatever and doubled it up. You didn't even have to sweat it out. So again, I got two double ups at the end of the show today. Stick around and make some money with me, all right? Because that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing. But let's get into the other college football games that happened yesterday because it was definitely a big slate of college games, exciting slate of college games. We had some road warriors and we had some home dogs. We had Ole Miss on the road playing Georgia. Ole Miss lost to Georgia 43-35. Georgia, it was a back and forth game, but Georgia held on to win the game. I had Georgia winning. I believe you had Georgia winning, Tim.
I
I
did.
think Ant Bayless was the only one that had Georgia, Tennessee. I mean, Ole Miss come out on top, and yeah, it didn't go down like that.
Of course.
And he got Ole Miss winning the SEC, so I want to hear what he got to say about that too Saturday. Let's not forget. I
Tune
think he
in
was
next Saturday, 9 a.m., man.
yeah next Saturday 9 a.m. for sure.
For
Hell
sure.
yeah.
But
Man.
Tim, what you think about that? We both had Georgia, so I mean, is it much to say there?
Uh, Not too much, not too much. I mean, they looked Georgia pretty much. It was a good game. That was a really good game. Ole Miss came out hot
No
for
defense.
no defense at all from neither one of the teams. Ole Miss came out hot, but Georgia prevailed and got the dub.
They did. They held on. They balled out, man. The quarterback is a fucking dog, for real, for real. I can
Man,
see why they. I mean, I see why they let Carson Beck go when he played like that. He was 26 for 31, 289 yards, four touchdowns, no
four of
picks,
them.
balling. All right, that was a Heisman game for real.
Yeah,
He's not going to be in the running for the Heisman, but I'm just saying that was a Heisman game.
yeah, no facts.
All right, we got
What?
Tennessee at Alabama. Alabama thumped Tennessee 37-20. It was closer than it looked, but the second half really wasn't. Alabama controlled the game. They did what they do. I mean, I told you I got Alabama winning the SEC. I see a national championship game of Alabama versus Ohio State. I know it's early. I said this last week. But again, that's just me. I see Alabama, Ohio State in the national championship. Ty Simpson didn't necessarily jump off the page yesterday, but Tennessee is not a bad team overall, and they chose to run the ball in for a couple touchdowns rather than him throw more. So they
Right.
did what they had to do to win, man. What you got to say about that?
This one was not like the other game. This one, Alabama kind of had this one in control from jump. They looked really good. The quarterback handled Big Ty Simpson. He, handled his business over 250, two tubs. I mean, you pretty much. I mean, don't get me wrong. They did have Bishop, Deshaun Bishop running the ball. Did do good on the other side, but just wasn't enough for Alabama.
Nah, yeah, Ryan, how you feel about the Alabama game, man? You got any faith in Alabama this year, like me, or
Um,
you still think they searching?
no, I think that everybody kind of was overreactive to Georgia and Alabama, just throwing them out, throwing the baby out with the bathwater type of thing. Where you gotta let these teams start to develop, and Alabama and Georgia, I think, is going to be there and thereabouts when this playoffs come. But again, Cleveland Browns 2026 quarterback watch. Ty Simpson is now on the list. I've been watching
Yeah,
him.
he
Yeah,
on the list,
he's a
bro.
dog. He's a certified dog. I like the way he plays, man. So, and then another trend too I'm seeing is in the SEC, man, these home field advantages have
It's
been
real.
tipping. They have been tipping like these even more even matchups where it's like shit, when in doubt, go with the home team. But no, I
No,
thought I thought
no, for
Alabama
sure.
was in control. I thought Alabama was in control. They look like the better team. And Tennessee, like the pitchers are starting to clarify, and Tennessee they look like they're a standard below the top of the SEC teams. They can't get over the line versus Georgia,
Hmm.
and then Alabama seems to control them. So, and this was like Tennessee's in that second tier, and they're not in that top tier as Georgia,
Oh,
Alabama.
literally, they lost to Georgia and Alabama.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
They're
So
literally second
I
tier.
think Ole Miss, Georgia, and Alabama are at that topper tier, and then you got your Tennessee's, LSU's, Vanderbilt in that second tier.
All right, man. We'll see, man, because Ole Miss schedule's so crazy, bro. They got Oklahoma next week. They could lose back to back, and then I'll tell you,
And
they
they're
won't
gonna
be
lose
top tier
back to
no
back.
more. You ain't playing about Oklahoma over there. Oklahoma done
No.
really just off of us playing in the dynasty. Oklahoma done really became a part of his second tier team. That's his second team, bro. Boomer
Yeah.
Come
Sooner over
on,
there,
man.
and he got a championship with him in the dynasty. That's his
Come
second
on,
squad,
man.
bro.
Sooner Boomer, man. Let's
Yeah,
roll,
he ain't
dog.
playing. It's real. All right, man. The game that pissed me off. Speaking of quarterback watch, Vanderbilt, they quarterback, man. I can't never pronounce his name, man. I just it's just a weird
Pavia.
name. Yeah, Pavia, yeah. 31-24 over LSU. The boy be making plays out there with his. He had two rushing touchdowns, man. First of all, he has 17 carries. He's not going to be an NFL quarterback. That's what pisses
Fuck
me
no.
off about the whole situation.
He
He's
might
not
be.
going to be an NFL quarterback, but he is the
Might be.
fucking prototypical college quarterback, bro.
He might be like a Taysom Hill or some shit if he in the league.
No, for
Man,
real, man.
Yeah.
He's a fucking playmaker, man.
He's a dog, man.
14 for 22, 160 yards, one tub. 17 carries, 86 yards, two tubs. Like he playing football like they used to play back, like fucking Michael Robbins. Like what's his name? Michael Robb for Penn State back in the day, quarterback running the ball. Like he's playing
Yeah.
like one of them type of quarterbacks. Like he's not even really throwing the ball. Like, but when he does throw it, it's effective. Like
You
it's
gotta
Tebow
when you
esque.
watch them
He
with the team
nowhere near
colors.
Tebow. Nowhere near
Yeah,
Tebow. My
but
bad.
with their team colors and the way they play, bro, you sometimes you gotta wipe your eyes and be like, "Is this fucking Army triple option? Like, what's going on?"
I can't believe this. Vanderbilt beat LSU. When has that ever made sense in college football?
D, you
Oh,
thinking? Are you thinking of Denard Robinson from Michigan? Them years back.
No, that's another one too. But I'm talking about Mike Robb that be on NFL Network. He
Okay.
played for Penn State. He was a quarterback at Penn State. Niggas don't
Yeah.
remember that. When he got to the league, he played for the Seahawks and he played all
fullback.
the.
He switched to
Yeah, he was a
fullback.
quarterback at Penn State though.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that's what he reminded. That's what I know. That was a pool right there. Everybody can't remember him, but Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what he reminds me of, man. That's where I
And
went for.
that was for the old heads.
See,
You definitely.
this game, I definitely took LSU to win that game, but kind of like what Ryan said, is the trend is the trend. The home teams is definitely getting it done. Vanderbilt is held that one down. That was a good game, though, man. That was a
Hell
good
yeah.
game.
No, for sure, man. All right. The last game we gonna get into, man, is Notre Dame versus USC. And Tim, I'm gonna just let you go ahead and take it from here, man.
Oh man, see, here's the thing. Sometimes when sometimes when people are trying to save you from yourself, man, you gotta let them. You know what I mean? And and sometimes when you don't listen and be hard headed as the old folks used to say, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get bumped on the head and you lose money, and then you gotta explain to your kids why you can't go to McDonald's today because you was hard headed. You know what I mean? We can't go today. So D told me not to take USC. You know what I'm saying? I asked him, I said, why? But USC, they just beat Michigan the week prior. They doing their thing, you know what I mean? And he said, don't fall for that. You know what I'm saying? That's loose change. Don't fall for that. And I didn't listen to greatness. You know what I'm saying? I mean, who am I to go against D? You know what I mean? Like I don't understand what I was thinking in the first place. He said, don't do it. The evidence showed that I should have rolled with what he said, and I didn't do it. I was hard headed. And so for that, I apologize. You know what I mean? There will not be a second time that happens. I will make sure of that. So Notre Dame
No, and it's
won.
all good, brother. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man.
It's all
Congratulations to
good.
Notre
All of you
Dame,
know.
man.
Listen, man, I told you Notre Dame was gonna hold it down. USC is a good team. They offense did exactly what I said. They might come out and put up some numbers, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Notre Dame, don't let the beginning of the year fool you. They're a real football team. They still might make the playoff. If they win out, they're ranked 13th. They're 5-2. If they win out, that'll be 10-2. They're going to the playoff as an at large because they don't have a conference championship game. So, and I know this is exactly what they coach. If he's a hell of a coach, like I think he is, this is what he's telling them in the locker room. Like everything is still in front of us. So I still got faith in Notre Dame. Those losses was early.
And
Oh,
that Texas A&M loss, I think what Texas A&M number four in the country now. That loss looks
Yeah,
better and better every week.
and
And
Miami's no scrubs. They did just lose to Louisville, but before that loss, they were ranked second. So I mean, it's not like they've
yeah,
been scrubs.
exactly. I think those are
don't
and
worry.
the
Luckily,
Miami loss was on the road too.
we had chicken nuggets at home, so it was all good, man. It was all good.
Made it work.
Yeah, made it work.
It's all right, man. Just remember, when I say I'm trying to save you from yourself, Tim, I'm trying to save you from yourself, man.
Understood. Understood.
All right, man. We about to get into these NFL picks and bet slips, y'all. So I hope y'all sticking around. Don't forget, at the end of the show, we gonna go over the tickets over and over and over and over again. We was 2 for 2 yesterday. Well, I was 2 for 2 yesterday on the double ups. So y'all need to be a part of them. All right. Just a quick update. We got the Rams versus Jaguars. The Jaguars are pretty much at home over there in London, right? They the resident London team normally.
Yeah,
So
the
the
London
Rams are up
Jaguars.
7-0 though. First quarter, 6 minutes and 38 seconds left. Matt Stafford just threw a touchdown to somebody I've never heard of this guy,
God
Mumpfield.
damn
That was,
it!
talk about an anytime touchdown. Mumpfield, who the fuck is that? Plus 500 on the money line, probably would
Like,
have had
bro,
you.
have you ever
But
heard of Devontae Adams? Try throwing him the fucking rock.
no, for real. That's who I got for a touchdown this morning. But yeah, I digress. Mumpfield it is, I guess.
Mumfield.
But we gonna get right into these games, man. Let's not waste no time. We got the Dolphins on the road at your Cleveland Browns, Ryan. We
Yes,
only talking about
sir.
the Brownies because we are in Ohio. Full disclosure. If we wasn't in Ohio, I wouldn't be talking about the Browns. All
Listen,
right.
as
I
the
wouldn't be
Browns
talking
fan
about the
on the
Browns.
panel, we'll stay relevant any way we can. How we're staying relevant this year is we're the bottom feeders. We're probably the worst team in the league. Well, it's between us and the Dolphins. This is the battle of the bad. All right, you heard Battle of the Bastards in Game of Thrones. Battle of the Bulge over in Europe. This is Battle of the Bad. We got the worst ranked defense versus the worst ranked offense in the league. Um, I don't even. This is such a terrible pick 'em. If you're betting this game, stay away from this game altogether.
If you bet in
And-
this
and-
game, you
and-
need to go reevaluate your fucking life.
yeah, I'm
Go
staying
look
away
at
from this
this.
game. But I am going to take the over here on a simple fact of the Browns are playing 32nd ranked defense. If they're ever going to score over 20 points, it's gonna be this week. The Dolphins might be the only team in the league that's more dysfunctional than Cleveland right now, um, and their coach is on the hot seat, and it very well be that whoever loses this game, the coach gets fired. That's the territory we're in on this. I'm dead serious. It's more Mike McDaniel's than Stefanski because the way the Browns been
Damn, he done
moving.
raised the stakes for this game, boy.
Yeah, no, this is real shit. If the Dolphins lose this game, and I think they are gonna lose, I'm taking Cleveland. I'm gonna take them to cover the over. Uh, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. They're so bad. It's gonna be a funny score. I'm going 20-15, and they're over barely. I'm taking Cleveland, but other than that, man, this game is this is just a terrible game.
Tim, you want to
Um,
go?
yeah, I 100% disagree with the both of you that if you're betting this game, to stay that you're insane and to stay away from this game. I absolutely disagree. I think this game is a perfect game to bet on. Why? Because I think the Dolphins, Ryan laid it out pretty much. Cleveland has everything set up to win this game. I took this game, I betted on this game. I took Cleveland money line. You have, I believe, Ryan, if you're not, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't you a top five defense and you're not number five, are you? Like you're
Uh, yeah, we've slipped a little bit, but I think we're fourth or fifth, so we're still top five.
okay,
We
still
still
top
we
five
still top
defense.
five. Yeah.
Okay, I don't think Miami, their offense is a top five offense. Okay,
No.
so their defense, I don't think that their defense is a top whatever defense. It
They're,
ain't
they're
a
the
top five.
worst. They're the worst defense in the league.
Exactly. That's my point. So I think this game is like you said, Dylan Gabriel. If any time where they could put up points, it would be this game. And then the defense on the defensive end, you got hell, Jalen Waddle. He knows his name is on the hot seat, on the trade block, not hot seat, but on the trade block. He hears the rumblings. Pretty much everybody in Miami hears the rumblings that their names on the trade block. So I don't got them waking up for this game, getting ready for this game, and I got a top five defense coming out there being ready to play. So I got Miami. I'm not gonna say handedly. I think that score that Ryan picked, 20-15, is a good score. But I got Miami. I got Cleveland winning this game, 100%. I think that's in the
I got
bag.
Miami. I got Miami winning this game 21-20. It's
No
people watching
chance.
this show. I'm not picking the Browns in front of people.
No chance.
I'm not picking the Browns in front of people. People are gonna watch this and go back. You picked no. I ain't nobody gonna witness me pick the Browns. I'm picking the Dolphins. All right. And I don't care. Do I have any real reason? No. Both of these teams suck. But I know the Dolphins can score 20 points. They've done it every game this year. Okay. They scored 27, 24, 21, 21, 27. So I know they can score. If they get to 21, they win. In full disclosure, the Browns over 19 and a half points is plus money. So if you think the Browns are going to score 20 points this week, this is the week to put the money on that because that's a plus 100 bet by itself. The Browns over 19 and a half points. I took the bet. Ryan watched me take it earlier. But
Hmm.
back to this though, the game. That's why I got the Dolphins winning 21-20 because I want my bet to hit. The Dolphins can win 21-17. I just think the Dolphins get to 20 over 20 points and the Browns don't. Like that's just my they haven't all year. I don't see why they're gonna do it today. They play if they do, I did good because I bet it. But I'm taking the Dolphins. I'm not picking the Browns.
They call that man Tua turn the ball over for a reason.
Oh yeah, he will turn it over. He will turn it over. 11-7 touchdown interception
And this is
ratio
the
for
I
sure.
don't know how many times this
For
happened in
sure.
NFL history, but we got two lefties starting quarterbacks going at it too. Today.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
see. The throwing Samoans.
All right. So we got Browns, Dolphins over here. All right.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
ain't,
yeah.
I ain't
Oh,
rolling
yeah,
with
right.
Ohio. Not today. All right, man. The next game on the slate, we got the Raiders on the road versus the Chiefs. The Chiefs is 11 and a half point favorites. The over-under is at 45 and a half. If you want to pick the Chiefs on the money line, it's minus 1,000. That is fucking ridiculous. Basically, the Chiefs is booked to win this game. There's no way they lose this game. It's impossible for them to lose this game. Am I right,
Right.
Tim?
Yeah, I 100% agree. Yeah, I don't see a reason why the Chiefs would lose this game. I don't really think it's too much to talk about if we're being honest here.
Nah, I've actually starred this as like the lock of the week.
Yeah.
I given Raiders like I'm gonna say a 5% chance because it's a division game. If it wasn't a division game, this would be like 100% locked. But
Okay, so S dot saying Chiefs by so we know the Chiefs gonna win. S dot saying Chiefs by 5. Will saying Chiefs by two tutties. What you at on the spread? It's at 11.5.
That's a lot of
So
points, especially for a division game.
I hate the double digit spreads, but I'm going
Would you be
Chiefs.
shocked if they went out there and beat them 30 to fucking 13?
I got I'm gonna say the
Shocked?
Raiders
No.
don't be scoring points like that.
They don't. Geno Smith, 7 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. He's doing the opposite of
Yeah,
scoring points.
I'm going Chiefs by 2 tutties, 31-17, covering the spread.
31-17.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I ain't gonna lie. The 12 points, I'm jumping on that 12 points.
I like
yeah,
Mahomes
I
for
think
2 touchdown passes for 2 TD passes.
yeah. It
the
just
Raiders used to compete with the Chiefs back when Derek Carr was there. You remember them days? He would
yeah,
still win game every year. You know what I'm saying? And it
yeah.
looked like, oh, but that was a high flying offense. Geno Smith been looking like Jameis Winston this year. Literally. He got 11 picks right now. Or
And
10 picks right now.
Genty, I know their offensive line sucks, but Genty ain't been that impressive either.
Nah. But I mean, what you expect? He hasn't been impressive, but that whole team sucked, bro. Just throw the whole fucking team away.
Listen,
They should have
Judkins look nice.
drafted Shador. They should have drafted Shador. That's what that shit boiled down to. The Raiders wouldn't be looking like this. They could bench Geno right now and see what Shador looked like at the very least. But that's
Bro,
another story, though, man.
they got Kenny Pickett,
Everybody on the
bro.
Chiefs. Tim, you got the Chiefs by 2 tutties too?
Yeah, 100%.
I got
All
them
right, so
covered.
that 12-point spread looked real good for the Chiefs. We all agree.
100%.
Let's leave the dog water in the dog bowl. All right, we got the Eagles on the road. Tim's Eagles on the road versus the Minnesota Vikings. The Eagles are 2.5-point favorites on the road. The over-under is at 43.5. That's 24-20. That ain't that much. Tim, where you going with this? These your Eagles. You got the green on, bro. I see the green light in the background. I see the green hat on. I see the green jersey on. They say y'all been in a slump. You know what I'm saying? They say y'all been in a slump. They say Jalen Hurts can't pass. I'm just telling you what they say.
Before I allow you guys to piss me off, let me let Ryan go, man. Ryan, what you got for this one, man? What you got?
Well, I don't know if you heard the rumors, but the rumors is that Philly's actually not going to call any offensive plays today, just the tush push all
Just the
game.
tush push.
All game, yeah, that's what they're saying. First and 10, their own 30.
Eagles by 2.5 then.
No, this is my thing. I think Philly is in a not like a must win, because it's not a must win, like, so to speak, like, oh, lose and go home. But I do feel like their backs up are against the wall, and I do think Philly's gonna come out here and win this game. Every time you start to dog on Philly or count them out, or as soon as you say Jalen Hurts can't pass, he'll have one of them games, 275 yards,
Agreed.
three touchdowns. Barkley's been a disappointment. I think he wants to get back on track. And I just don't think the Vikings have enough to compete with Philly for 4 quarters when Philly brings their A game. If they come out here bullshitting, I could easily see the Vikings, sneaking a win here. I think it's going to be a super close game. I love the Vikings head coach, O'Connell. I think he's a good offensive schemer. Guys be running wide open. He gets the most out of people. But I'm going Philly. Man, the
My boy
43 and a
Jimmy
half is
said the
tough.
Vikings ain't got no pass defense. I mean, the Eagles ain't got no pass defense.
Well, is it Carson Wentz out there still for the Vikings throwing the ball?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, well, they don't have a passer, so. The 43 and a half is the only thing that's tricky for me. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, do I take the over? Do I take the under? I'm gonna go Philly by 3 to cover the spread. But it's hard for me to.
I think Philly does their part with the over/under. That's why I say it could be 24-20. Do the Vikings get to 20? I think Philly gets over 20 points. So as far as the over/under at 44, you need both teams to get over 21 points. You know what I'm saying? So if the Vikings cover their end of it, the Eagles is getting the 20 points. I don't know. It might not look the best.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Their corners are trash. So yeah, I'm gonna go on the over. I'm gonna go to over. I'm gonna go 27-24. Philly, yeah. I'm going Philly.
I'm going 24-20 Philly.
I appreciate that, fellas. Here's my thing.
I ain't do it for you.
I did it for
it's
my
all about the money.
reputation.
It's all about the money. Yeah, in the red. It's not about you, bro. I got the Eagles on my ticket today, money line. The money line was minus 130. What's wrong? Like, this is Philly versus the Vikings.
I
This
get
is
it. I get it.
go ahead, Tim. Though, give us your spiel, man.
As a Philly fan, I'll tell you one thing. I'm absolutely terrified. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
The Vikings.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I'm absolutely terrified. And Ryan is absolutely right. This is a must-win game as far as I'm concerned. To the Vikings, I'm gonna tell you why. Nobody on the Denver Broncos, nobody would say that the Denver Broncos receiver core or offense is to be mistaken as like a top 5 to 10 or just a killer. You don't even got to name a ranking. You could just say nobody would mistake Denver's offense as to be like you need to watch out for them. You need to be fearful for them. And they went out there and handled business against Philly, right? Nobody for damn sure in his second start, I believe it was his second start, the New York Giants, Jackson Dart. Nobody would expect Jackson Dart and
The G
the
men.
Giants and Scatterbarrel. Nobody would expect him along with I can't even name a receiver that played
Scatterbrain.
that game. I can't even name a receiver. Nobody would expect them. You know what I'm saying? To be like, explosive offense to go out and beat Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Nobody would expect, and they did so. Now I got to worry about Justin Jefferson and Addison. Like, I mean, God, Lee Carson Wentz. Say what you want about him. The dude can't throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? So, as a Philly fan, I'm terrified. I'm terrified. So, I mean, we'll see. Adam Jones is he plays. Adam Jones is playing, right? I mean, he this might be a
Aaron
good.
Jones.
Aaron Jones, sorry, Aaron
Yeah,
Jones. Yeah,
yeah.
because he's playing, right? I mean, this has been a game. Every running back so far has seemed to got they funky off against Philadelphia, whether they've been a good running team or not. When it comes to Phil, I mean, the defense of Philadelphia has not been I don't know. So, as an Eagles fan, yes, I'm terrified, but this has to be a must-win game. We need to go out there and play with urgency. I got the Eagles winning. I mean, the spread is 2.5, so I would assume you should win by by the spread. But damn, yes, I am definitely locked in. They need to come in there locked in. Do not come in here thinking you're gonna push over. You are on the road.
What's what's going on with your cornerback situation?
Well, Quinyon Mitchell last week he against the Giants, he went out early I believe it was either early in the second quarter or late in the first quarter. He went out with a hamstring injury. And on the other end, on the other side, has just been abysmal with our guys there. I mean, it's just been absolutely terrible. With us, said we need a second guy. We absolutely Keely Ringo and Dory Jackson has just both of them has just been absolutely terrible for the second. We got our guy Cooper DeJean who plays the slot, but I would love for him to go to the outside, maybe find another slot guy because Cooper DeJean can play the slot. I mean, Duke can play wherever you want him to play, but I don't know if we don't go get a secondary piece by the trade deadline or maybe a free agent that's out there. I don't know, but right now that's the true weakness between the second end and our DN. We're not creating no pass rush at all. Our leading pass rusher just retired, and
BG,
uh, huh?
BG, Brandon Graham.
No. The one that he was just with us from the Packers, old guy. It's crossing my mind. Smith,
Oh,
Ladarius
oh,
Smith, Ladarius Smith. Yeah, he just retired. He was our leading sack getter, which is terrible. You know what I'm saying? Like
he was
that's
what he was like. What I seen he retired. He was on the Eagles.
he was on the Eagle. He retired. We're like, you just retired. Now, I believe probably somebody told him he was going to be a part of the trade package, and maybe he had incentives that he was looking for. And once somebody told him, he was going to be part of a trade package, maybe that's what I'm hoping. Or maybe he decided, because he, at this point in his career, he ring chasing. So maybe he decided, hey, the Philly ain't going nowhere. This locker room is trash. Let me get the hell up out of here before I hurt myself. Maybe that's what he was thinking. I don't know. But to retire midway through the season, if you supposedly on a Super Bowl team, is like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So,
Call that
I
nigga a
mean,
sack getter.
That's what I'm laughing at. It said pause. Sack getter is crazy.
who said that?
Will,
Um,
Will in the
did I say
chat,
that?
man. Yeah, you
Ross
said
said
that.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, oh man, pause, man. We can't talk ball, man. We
Can't
talk
talk
Talking
ball
ball.
ball.
these
We
days,
talking
man.
ball, bro. We talking ball, man.
We can talk ball, we just can't talk sacks.
Just can't talk.
Let's talk quarterback sacks.
Yeah, man. But I mean, yeah, I agree. This is definitely a must-win game for Philadelphia,
Oh, look,
100%.
that tickled you too, huh? Pause. This nigga.
Yeah, 100% must-win, man.
All right, man. Nobody listening to Ryan, bro. He over there getting weak off that shit.
Yeah,
All right, man. We all on the Eagles here, man. I actually
man.
think the Eagles might
Clean
dog walk.
sweep, Philly, man. Clean
I think
sweep.
Philly might dog walk. I ain't as nervous as you, Tim. That -2.5 look real good. So Eagles
Is it-
-2.5 look good. Money line is even better because everybody thinks the Eagles gonna win. All right. And
Are
I got them
we
on my ticket. Full disclosure.
we heading to my boys for the season?
Who your boys? Them Chargers?
Yeah, man. Is that next?
Let's go, man. Colts at the Chargers. Colts going to LA to play the Chargers. The Chargers are 2.5 point favorites at home. The
Vegas
over-under is
number.
at 48.5. Or you can get the Chargers on the money line -135. You can get the Colts on the money line +115. On paper, this is a banger. 5-1 versus 4-2. But is anybody in here really picking Daniel Jones over Justin Herbert? I'm gonna let you go first, Ryan, because you are the Herbert truther in here. You stand on that
I am,
mountain.
man. And Cleveland being 1-5, I have adopted my temporary team for this season as the
You
Chargers.
have, and it's another
Um,
AFC team too. That's crazy.
it's crazy. If they play each other, I'm going with the Browns. I'm not really a fan, just a Herbert fan. Um, yeah, no, Herbert's my guy, man. I think he's the truth. Chargers are having a good year. Colts are obviously like the Cinderella team of the season this far, but I do.
Absolutely.
But I'm sorry. I'm waiting for the clock to strike midnight and Daniel Jones to turn back into a pumpkin. Um, I got Chargers winning this game. They're at home. I just think I'm going with the better quarterback here. Like when Herbert is clutch too down the stretch. He's been leading his team down on some game winning drives this year. I think it'll be a close game, but I think down the stretch, I think Herbert will be the difference. I think he'll make the plays that Daniel Jones won't, and they'll pull away with the win. 48.5 is high, man, for the points, but I think these offenses will put up points though. So I'm gonna go the over. I'm gonna go I'm gonna go 34-28 Chargers. But Quentin Johnston's been coming alive. He had a bad rookie year last year. He's having a nice little bounce back season. Keenan Allen's back in the fold. He's been making plays for the Chargers. Lad McConkey, dog. He's always making plays for him. They did hurt. All the running backs are hurt, so I think they're going to be slinging it. If I was a bet man, I'd be taking the over on pass attempts, yards, stuff like that for Herbert. 'Cause if they're going to win this game, it's going to be through the air.
Are we sure? Like based off this season, are we sure that Herbert is the better quarterback?
I mean, if you want to make the argument that Daniel Jones is better than Herbert, you can.
No, I won't do it today.
Okay.
But
He got more
however,
passing yards, just barely though.
yeah, just barely. However, I
Just
am gonna
barely.
go with the Colts here. I believe Jonathan Taylor is gonna have himself a good game. Jonathan Taylor right now is could potentially be offensive player of the year right now.
Uh,
Looks really good. Um,
yeah,
Yeah.
on my fantasy team. Shout out.
he's balling. He's balling. I wouldn't mind it. I'm pretty sure he got a touchdown today, if not two. Um, Daniel Jones, Indiana Jones, as they calling him, is Danny Doms is he's looking really good, man. He's looking really good out there. I mean, he could. I don't know. Does the NFL do they do most improved player? Do they like NBA does? Do they do most improved
Comeback
player?
player of the year.
It's comeback player, but that's from an injury though, right? Or is it a
No, it don't have to be
Nah.
an injury. You can be trash and then,
Yeah.
and then come back and
Yeah.
be
In
good.
2023, Flacco came off the couch. He got comeback player of the year.
I mean, Daniel Jones has to be leading candidate right now for comeback player of the year. Has to be, unless
Definitely.
I mean you Baker seems to raise his stakes every year, but I mean I don't know. But right now I would
Nah,
say
Baker ain't
yeah,
in there running for that.
Daniel Jones has to be leading candidate for comeback player of the year right now. So yeah, I believe the Colts 5-1 Colts is. I mean they're 1-1 on the road, so I mean we'll see how it goes. Chargers are 2-1 at home, so I mean they are playing solid at home. So, but I believe the Colts get it done. I think they get it done.
So the Chargers, the last 4 games, the Chargers gave up 27 to Miami. They gave up 27 to Washington. They gave up 21 to the Giants. they gave up 23 to the Broncos. The Colts, the last 5 games, they scored 31 on Arizona. They scored 40 on Vegas. They scored 20 on the Rams. They scored 41 on the Titans. They scored 29 on the Broncos. I do not like the Colts. All right. I don't like Daniel Jones, but the numbers are the numbers. The Chargers give up points. The Colts put up points, however they do it. Daniel Jones will run the ball in. Daniel Jones will pass the ball in. And the defense will make plays. Tyler Warren might be the best tight end in the league with Brock Bowers out. I know
Yeah.
that sounds crazy, but he's a straight dog out there. He just don't score a lot of touchdowns. But Tyler Warren, he's a dog for the Colts. I'm taking the Colts over the Chargers today, man. It don't sound like the sexy pick, but shit, the Chargers give up points. And the Chargers in those games that I was just naming, the Chargers, they lost a couple of them games. They lost 27-10 to Washington. You feel me? The Colts look better than Washington this year. They lost 21-18 to the Giants, Jackson Dart. So I mean, was that even Jackson Dart yet? I don't even think that was Jackson Dart yet. I think that was Russell Wilson.
Right.
I'm not even sure. I'm not even sure. Either way, though, that's my point. Like the Giants and the Redskins, they went to the NFC East and lost. I think the Colts are better than every team in the NFC East except for the fucking Eagles. So I got the Colts winning today, somewhere like 33-20, 33-27,
Mm,
33-27 Colts. Yeah.
mm.
I don't know how they
I'm
get
on
the
an island.
touchdown.
I'm
Maybe
on an
Danny
island
Dime,
this week. I'm on an island this week.
Danny Dimes run 1 or 2 in, but I think they're gonna put up points, man. I think Herbert struggles. I think he struggles today, bro.
You think he struggles today?
I think he struggles today,
I
man.
think it's gonna. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game. Definitely. I think both teams are gonna put up points. I, I don't think Herbert struggles today. I think. I think it's gonna be a shootout. I can hear it. It's not a crazy shout saying Colts gonna win, but I think both teams gonna put up some points.
Yeah, Tim, you rode with the Colts too.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, I'm rolling with the
you.
Colts. Yeah, I'm rolling with the Colts. Yep.
Yeah, so the Colts is plus 2.5. If I'm betting this game, I'm taking the Colts plus 2.5, or just flat out on the money line plus 115. Or you can even tease it up to plus more points. You know what I'm saying? Either way, though, if I'm betting this game, I'm taking the Colts with the points. I think it'll be close at the very least. So
I'm team.
plus 2.5, plus 3.5. That's a win to me. But
All
okay, let's
right.
get on to the Commanders versus the Cowboys. The Commanders is 3-3. The Cowboys are 2-3-1 because they tied my damn Green Bay Packers. The Cowboys are 1.5 point favorites only because they at home. Because I don't see how they're 1.5 point favorites. The over/under is at 54.5. So Ryan, where is you
Man.
looking at in this game? Jaden Daniels is back. Dak Prescott is rolling. Where are you looking at, man?
Cowboys
It's a pick
quiet
'em.
as kept is like they're number one in the league in a lot of offensive categories. Their offense is legit. Um,
Rolling.
um,
No CD Lamb.
no CD Lamp, no problem. Okay, they still
George
putting up points.
Pickens.
Yeah, George Pickens going crazy. Javante Williams, the running back, he's a player for comeback player of the year too. I don't know. He's on my fantasy team. He's going insane this year for the Cowboys.
Yeah,
The old
he left the Broncos, right?
yeah, left the Broncos. He's going crazy this year. He's another shout for um player of the year. Um, I'm going Cowboys as the home team. In this game, it's really a pick 'em. I think Washington's the better team than the Cowboys. But for this particular matchup, Cowboys at home, division game. I'm taking the Cowboys. 54.5 is crazy for the point over under. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go just under here. I'm gonna do something like a 27-21, and I'm gonna go on Cowboys.
You going Cowboys?
I'm going
What is your
Cowboys, man. I don't feel great about this matchup honestly because I think it can go either way. If it was in Washington, I would pick Washington. I think they are the better team, but uh, I'm I'm taking 27-21 Cowboys.
all right, Tim? This is your division, man. You know this division better than anybody, bro. Where you going?
Yeah. Hopefully, the sorry ass Cowboys tie again. You know, they already got one tie on their roster. I wouldn't be surprised if they bum asses did it again. Um, but no, I'll go with the Cowboys in this game. I think with Debo Samuel being out, Terry McLaurin, I know earlier in the week he was listed as like question. I don't know if he's playing or not either. I'm not sure, but I know pretty much what I'm saying is that Jaden Daniels is going to be limited weapons regardless. Um, so I believe and CD Lamb is, I believe he's returning. You know, this will be his first game back is from his return, and they gonna be, you know, at home. Crowd's gonna be electric. It's gonna be, you know, I believe Dallas gets this win, and they probably get it in convincing fashion. But I believe Dallas gets this win though.
Yeah, I can see them rolling, but I can also see the Commandos coming in there and taking care of business too, man, because they're a different team with their quarterback, man. They are a different team with their quarterback. But they just went out there and lost to the Bears 25-24. But the week before that, they beat the Chargers 27-10. So it's like, who are the Commanders for real, for real? You feel me?
Right, right.
Especially with this being a pick 'em, you don't even get no wiggle room to like take the points with the Commanders on the road. You know, they ain't give them no damn points. They made it a pick 'em. So picking this
Offensively,
game, hmm?
I'm sorry. Offensively, I believe Dallas is like they okay. Like Dak's not playing bad offensively. I mean, he has 13 touchdowns, to only 3 interceptions. I mean, he's playing solid offensively. So I believe they, you know, and like I said, with him getting his weapon back, CD Lamb, and then on top of having George Pickens, who's been playing well as well. Like I believe Dallas offense can handle business for the most part, but I mean their defense is abysmal. You know, that's trash, but. So, but I just believe they'll outscore Washington. Is basically what I'm saying. They'll put up more points. They'll outscore them.
Yeah, Washington's receivers is banged up. No
Exactly.
Terry McLaurin. When Zach Ertz is questionable.
Is he
Debo
officially
Samuel is
out? Terry McLaurin, is he officially out?
Terry McLaurin is out. He been out.
Oh,
Debo
okay.
Samuel is out. Like I
Yeah,
said, Zach Ertz is questionable.
exactly.
I'm gonna have to roll with the Cowboys just off of the strength that the Commandos is they kind of crippled right now, and the Cowboys got one of the best offenses in the league without CD Lamb. So I know the Cowboys is going for 24, 28 plus points. I don't know that for the Commandos.
Exactly.
And then if it come down to a close game, I don't think they'll be able to move the ball and get the necessary first downs that they need, unless Jaden Daniels take off with his legs, which he's been less likely to do lately because he just came back from a knee injury. So I'm gonna take the Cowboys too. It's the Cowboys clean sweep, but I don't like it. I probably ain't gonna actually bet it, but I would take the Cowboys on the money line.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that, man. I agree.
Yep. All right, let's move on, man. We got the Giants on the road at the Broncos. The Giants are 2-4. The Broncos are 4-2. The Giants are 7.5 point underdogs, so they're giving them 7.5 points at the Broncos. Or you can get the Giants plus 340 on the money line. I'm just saying all that for y'all Jackson Dart truthers that believe Jackson Dart about to go out there because I know somebody gonna dive in the comments talking about I got the Giants to win. So 7.5 point favorites. I'm gonna just go ahead and pick this one first and tell you why. I got the Broncos winning. I do not see Sean Payton letting a rookie quarterback come in there and pass on this offense. I mean, on this defense. The Giants, the Broncos defense just shut the Jets down 13-11. I know the Jets have the worst passing game in the NFL, but still, they made Justin Fields look like a rookie. He's the third year, fourth year player, some shit like that. I don't think Jackson Dart's going to be able to come in there and do it. They held Philly to 21 points. Philly won the game. I mean, the Broncos won the game 21-17, but they held Philly to 17 points. I think that says more about their defense. 28-3 on the Bengals. They held the Bengals to 3 points. All right. They held Justin Herbert to just 20. 20 points for Justin Herbert is a win. He's supposed to be a top five quarterback according to some people in his chat. Okay, so 20 points for him, that's a win. They lost the game, but the defense they did their job. So my point is, the Giants ain't gonna do too much scoring today. The
No.
Broncos only got us get to 21, 24 points, and they got the game. I don't think the Broncos get. I don't think the Giants get over 17 points. So I got it Broncos 28-17 and an easy. They might get a garbage time touchdown to get to the 17. But I think they dominate today. I think that pass defense, the reigning defensive player of the year, Patrick Surtain, he probably gets an interception today. Welcome Jackson Dart to the league for real. So
Hey,
go ahead, Ryan.
quick question, real
Tell
quick. Do can you guys see the comments like when people comment? Because I just want to acknowledge that for the people that's commenting, we do definitely see your comments, or at least I see it, but it's just like it's happening so fast. I can't, you know, just
we
don't want
acknowledge what
nobody
we
to feel.
can. We acknowledge what we can. We to
Yeah,
get to every
right. I don't want
comment.
nobody to feel ignored. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate all the comments and everything. So thank you for everybody's participation. And just want to say that real quick. But to this game, I think it's as simple as this. The Giants are 0-3 on the road. The Broncos are 2-0 at home. I think that's simple enough in itself. And the Broncos have arguably a top five defense, and the Giants, I believe, what they did to Philly, kind of, I want to say, is an anomaly. You know what I mean? I believe that the Philly has become one of those teams, not to interject us into it, but I think Philly has become one of those teams, obviously being the Super Bowl champs, where every game is your Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like you really waking up to beat, you know what I'm saying? Like Philly's, you know what I mean? So I think the Giants, the way that they woke up to beat Philly was just an anomaly. I don't quite think they're gonna bring that same energy to Denver. And it was at home against Philly. They'll be on the road here, and like I said, they're 0-3 on the road. So I believe that Jackson Dart won't be the same guy, while Bo Nix 9 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He's looking really good. J.K. Dobbins is running the ball, getting a lot of carries. I mean, that's a little dangerous. Getting a lot of carries, but he's looking good though. But
Yeah, I mean
yeah,
he's
I like Broncos here.
um I think Broncos are just a better team, bro, in every facet of the game. I don't think the Giants will score a lot of points here. I think it's just a tough matchup for the Giants. On the road, West Coast, mile high against a good defense.
You taking
I,
the seven
I,
and a half points?
yes, I am. I got Denver winning 24-13. Um, Jackson Dart is good, man, but his playing style is not something that's like he's not gonna last, bro, playing like that.
It don't
He's
look sustainable.
his the scatterbrains is rubbing off on him, bro, and he's like trying to go head up with fucking linebackers and stuff. Like that's not
Yeah.
good. That's not good. I'm just not the longevity of it. He's entertaining. It's fun to watch, but he's not built like no Josh Allen or something. He can't be running the ball like that. And it
No,
and it, and it's
no.
and as the weeks go on, and even into next season, he's like I'm starting to get this little star, like the sophomore slump. I feel like it's gonna hit him hard. I feel like he's gonna be not as good as people get more tape on him because it's like just stop the quarterback run game, make him throw the ball.
Yeah,
And Denver's secondary is really good too. I think this is like an easy win. I don't think Denver will ever be like tested in this game, this matchup. I think they'll be up early, often, and win the game.
The only possible thing Jackson Dart can have going for him is the lack of film, as people like to say, rookie quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's just having that rookie quarterback season, that Jaden Daniels, you know what I'm saying, season
CJ
where he's
Stroud.
just gonna keep rolling. You know what I'm saying? CJ
Yeah,
Stroud rookie season where dang, he did it again. Damn, he did it again. But so he gonna have to do it again for me to really jump on board. But right now, this week versus this defense, fuck no.
no,
They're
no.
no, not for my money. I don't know about the 7.5 points though. That's the tricky part because the Broncos could dominate this game and win by 7 and piss you off with that half a point.
Right.
So I would tease it down to 6.5. I wouldn't bet the 7.5 just in case the Giants show up to play and make it more of a game than you thought. And the Chargers only win by a touchdown. Say they need, I mean, not the Chargers, either, not the Chargers, but the Broncos. Say the Broncos
Yeah.
score a touchdown and go up 7, and they're not trying to score no more after that. That 7.5 points is dangerous, especially
Yeah.
for betting. Remember that when you betting, them half points are serious. Okay,
yeah,
that's the
Oh, they
difference
are.
with the Broncos winning 31-24 and you losing your fucking bet. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I would tease that 7.5 down to 6.5 if I'm betting it,
I agree.
but
That's
I'm taking
definitely
the
a good
Broncos
shout
though.
for sure.
All right, moving on. We got the Packers on the road. My Green Bay Packers, 3-1-1 on the road versus the sorry ass Arizona Cardinals. Sorry, Ryan. Minus 6.5 point favorites. The money line, we minus 400. ESPN got my Packers at a 66.7% chance to win this game. Michael Jordan Love, he got 9 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Not playing the best basketball. I mean, the best football. Not the best basketball either. You know what I'm saying? So Michael Jordan Love, that's the nickname too. That's gonna stick.
Uh,
But I digress.
let
Kyler
me go. Hold
Murray,
on. Hold.
Kyler,
Pump the fucking brakes. Hold on.
Michael Jordan Love.
Let me write that down.
You remember that by
Michael
the end of the season.
Michael Jordan Love. All right, what's today's date? The 19th,
The
10/19.
19th, man. Jordan Love,
D
man.
was on drugs on the 19th of October.
All
What the
natural. All natural. All natural. Listen, I'm gonna tell
Yeah.
you why we're gonna win this
The
game
league
today.
office,
Kyler
we sending
Murray,
you a drug. We sending you a drug test after that,
man.
bro.
It's a natural high. All right, it's a natural high. And look, the
Wow.
only reason I don't got the helmet on today is because it's not here. It's at a disclosed location. But it's
All
supposed
right.
to be on my damn head right now, for real, for real. Okay, not
Oh
this
my
Bengals
goodness.
hat. but they won Thursday, so we're gonna rock with them.
Wow.
No, but
All right, go ahead.
in
I
all
didn't
seriousness
stop.
though, in all seriousness, Jordan Love versus Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is banged up. He got a foot injury. All right, he is
Is
not
he
expected to
is
suit
he
up
in
today.
or is he out? Is he playing?
As of right now, he is not expected to suit up today. There will be no Kyler Murray. It's not happening. So without their starting quarterback, Jacoby Brissett had a great game last week. Let me say that. Great game last week. He went out there and looked like Jake Browning a couple years ago when he took over for what you call it,
Yeah,
the
against the
you know what I'm
Jaguars.
talking about.
Yeah,
Goddamn, yeah. When he took over
yeah,
in that game, Jake
yeah,
Browning did. He
yeah,
shined.
yeah.
He shined. All right. When Joe Burrow got hurt, Jacoby Brissett is not about to do this again. He's been in the league for 10 plus years now. However many. We know who Jacoby Brissett is. That was 27 for 44, 320 yards. He'll never do that again. If he does do that again, it won't be this week versus the Packers. Okay, we got a
No,
top defense in the league. We only lost that one game, and we lost it to the worst fucking offense in the league and to the fucking Browns. But we really lost to the Browns defense, a top five defense. That's why we lost. Okay. Other than that, we've been rolling. The Bengals put up a good fight last week, but that's all it was a good fight. They lost. All right. The Cowboys should have never been in that game, but the Cowboys might have a top three offense in the league. So that 40-40 tie don't look as bad as the year gets going on. So I got my Packers rolling today. That 6.5 points is good. I honestly think we win by double digits with no Kyler Murray out there. So I'm gonna go along the lines. I'm gonna say Packers 33, Cardinals 14. 19-point win, blowout. 33-14 Packers. Take the
Right.
6.5 points and have a good day.
I'm a I'm gonna go next because I'm out here in Arizona, so I'm a little bit closer to the team out here. Um, I got Packers winning, but I actually think it's going to be a close game. I think because they're at home, Arizona's. I think they'll put up a little bit of numbers, but I just think Green Bay is just a little too much offensively for them. I would actually take Arizona to cover the spread. I think it's going to be like a 28-24, 31-28 type of game, and I'm taking Green Bay, but I, Arizona's a scrappy team. They're one of them teams where they're not good, but they're like in. They're gonna be one of those teams you look back and they'll be like, man, Arizona was 1-5 in 3-point one possession games. Like they don't have enough to get it over the line, but their coach Gannon is pretty decent, man. I like Gannon, the coach. I like their weapons. Brissett had a good game, man. It wasn't
Yeah.
bad, and their defense is really good in the red zones. So that's why I think that they can keep the game closer than what it actually would be if they can hold Green Bay to field goals instead of touchdowns. Um, but with that being said, I do think Green Bay will pull away late. Not pull away late, but take the lead late and then end up getting the win. But I got them winning by 4 points, Green Bay. So I think Arizona will cover, but in the end, I got Green Bay winning.
Piggyback off what you said. Every game the Cardinals 2-4. All four losses have came by 4 points or less. Four
That's what,
points, 1 point, three
yeah,
points, 1 point.
that's what I'm
Today they
saying.
lose by today they lose by double digits. Today they break the trend and get
uh,
their ass kicked for real. It happens today. Go ahead,
yeah.
John. Oh, this man.
Oh shit.
You don't believe that shit. You
Nah, not today, man. Not
don't
today.
believe
All right.
that.
All right. I was like, this is
Not
not the
today,
team you about to
man.
stick your neck out for, man.
No,
This is not the
listen. As
team.
y'all was talking, I was over here looking, and I'm because I seen something. I had seen something that said something about Kyler Murray, and I thought he was gonna play today, but I see that he's expected to return after the bye week. He's expected to
Oh,
return
he don't
after the
want no
bye
smoke.
week,
He don't want no smoke.
and probably play against Dallas in the Monday night game. And so he's definitely not playing, and I don't believe in Jacoby Brissett. So
No.
yeah, so yeah, I was about to have a little fun if he was playing, but nah, not today, man, not today. I'm gonna roll with Green Bay. I think they handle business, um, pretty convincingly. Even though Green Bay is undefeated, oh well, they put it like this: they don't have a win on the road, so they're looking for their first road win. This should be the day that they get their first road win. So yeah, I'm a roll. I think this should be a pretty convincing win, like you said, double digits. So pretty convincing win for Green Bay.
Yeah, man. Jacoby Brissett, he played great last week. Oh, I told you, 320 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, and they fucking lost anyway. And he ain't gonna play great today.
Yeah, I don't believe it, man. I don't believe
Don't. All right, man. The last game we're gonna get into today before we give y'all our picks and our bet slips, the real McCoy. The last game we got, the Falcons, 3-2 on the road versus the 49ers, 4-2. The 49ers are 1.5 point favorites. The over-under is at 47.5. We got Brock Purdy out again, his toe. So it's gonna be Mac Jones going up against what's his name for the Falcons? I always struggle with his name.
Penix.
Penix,
Penix.
Penix, yeah. Michael Penix Jr.
Don't call that man Penix, man. Quit playing.
Penix.
Quit playing.
All right, bro. That's too y'all tripping, man.
Michael Penix Jr. That's Junior.
Yeah, all right. I just call you Junior. We got Mac Jones going up against Junior. Junior, yeah, you damn right, he Junior. We 5 games in, and he got 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
Yeah,
I'm taking the
Yeah.
49ers in this game. Mac Jones actually been looking real fucking
really
serviceable for the 49ers.
facts,
Like
big
he
facts.
looks like a quarterback. He looked
Yeah,
like
he
a
does.
49ers quarterback, game manager, not doing too much, but he still looks like a quarterback nonetheless. So I give Kyle Shanahan his credit because I know a lot of people wrote Mac Jones off. I honestly think it's gonna be a quarterback controversy when Brock Purdy come back if they fall off. If Brock Purdy come back and he's not winning games, some people gonna call for Mac Jones. Let's not forget he a first round draft pick, Alabama quarterback. Brock Purdy is Mr. fucking nobody. He went in the 6th round. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So he doesn't have he got the experience and he got the record that as he's played for the 49ers going to the playoffs and he did his thing. But still, if Mac Jones looks better, he could stir some shit up down there with the 49ers. I got the 49ers winning this game easy. The 1.5 points, I'm teasing that shit up to like 4.5, 5.5. I think the 49ers win by a touchdown or better. I think Kyle Shanahan just out coaches the hell out of the Falcons coach. And yeah, I think they're gonna make this look easy. I don't know why it's at 1.5. I don't know why. Christian McCaffrey's healthy. What am I missing?
Fred Warner, broken ankle. He's
yeah,
out for the rest of the
that
year.
sucks. That sucks.
Nick Bosa out for the year. And I don't like Penix Jr.
Now,
that much.
I know that Fred Warner was new, but how long has Bosa been out?
Yeah, he's been out a few weeks. The
Yeah,
real reason why I think
He tore his
Atlanta,
ACL, didn't he, Bosa?
yeah, he's like week 2 or 3. He's been out for
Yeah,
a while now.
yeah, he's done.
Um, I'm going Atlanta upset here. And it's not because of the quarterback, it's because of the running back. Bijan Robinson, he's been having a great year. I like the weapons that Atlanta has with Drake London and Bijan over what the 49ers have for weapons. I mean, it's Pearsall and McCaffrey. I mean, because Kittle's still out. I think Kittle's still out with a hamstring.
Isn't he? I
Um,
think he's expected to play today. I think, but I'm not sure.
yeah,
I'm not sure.
last time I checked, I seen he was in the air, but I don't know if he was coming back next week or
yeah,
this
he's
week.
expected to play.
Yep.
Mhm.
So he's expected to play. He'll be on one leg. Hot take, he probably won't make it through the whole game. I got Atlanta to win. Upset money. I'm doing money line. Just take Atlanta to win this game. I think it's gonna be super close. It could go either way, but I just got a feeling this is one of them games where no one thinks Atlanta's gonna win it, and then they come out here and get a win. I'm going 21-20, 24-23, Atlanta.
24-23 ATL.
Yeah, I'm going ATL, man. I'm going, and then I got them just under the 47.5 at 47 points.
Under the 47.5. That
Yeah.
I like that bet better. I
I'm
like
going
that bet
Atlanta.
better.
I'm
Honestly,
going
got the
Atlanta
49ers.
upset.
All right, Tim, who you got, man?
Um, I'm on roll with the Bang Bang Niner gang, man. I think the 49ers at home can handle business. And like you said, Brock Purdy under under Shanahan has looked really good. I mean, he's looked like a starting quarterback. I mean, he's looked solid.
Mac Jones. Mac
Oh, I'm
Jones.
sorry. Yeah, Mac Jones. I mean, I'm sorry. Yeah, Mac
Yeah.
Jones. It looked like
Get
a
his
starting
name right,
quarterback.
because he's gonna be the starter for the year.
The
What's
way
his
he
what's
been
his what's his
playing,
full name? What's his full name? McCorkle.
McCorkle.
Yeah.
McCorkle, man.
McCorkle Jones. God damn it.
Yeah,
McCorkle, John
It
Tavius
don't get
Jones.
no more Caucasian than that. Caucasian Jones.
You know what I'm saying? So we'll
like that's
see.
Whitey.
We'll see. I believe I believe he gets it done though. And not only that, but I also believe pretty much what you said, Ryan, about Bijan Robinson. I pretty much think can also can apply for Christian McCaffrey. I believe Christian McCaffrey can have himself a pretty solid game. He needs a good game. You know what I'm saying? He's been looking better and better each game, each week. So
Hmm.
I believe San Fran gets it done here.
Yeah,
Taking the Niners too, man.
Yeah,
yeah.
I got
I think
Niners.
as that put in the chat about Robinson over 100 yards rushing and receiving. I think that's a lot because they throw it to him a lot too. They throw him the rock, running it, and he can take one play 75 yards and your bet hit right there. So
Yeah, he
that's
had
a
like an
good
80-yard
job.
touchdown or something last week.
Yeah, yeah,
It was
yeah.
crazy. It was
I
crazy.
do like with the injuries to Bosa and Warner. I actually do like the Falcons defense a little bit more than 49ers. That's another thing too. So some things to look out for, but that's one game that we are different. And just to wrap up the picks, um, Cleveland Dolphins,
Hmm.
only D was different, and then the Chargers and Colts, only I was different. Y'all both picked the Colts. I picked the Chargers. And then the only other game where we had anything different was Atlanta 49ers. Y'all took San Fran and I took Atlanta.
Sound good to me, man. I think I'm
Yep.
gonna hit everything.
Me too. Me too,
I
brother.
think I picked them all good. Yeah. All right, man. That's gonna wrap up our picks, man. Y'all know what time it is. It's time to get into these bet slips. All right. Every Saturday morning, every Sunday morning, we got bet slips, and we coming soon to y'all for opening night on NBA. That's Tuesday night. So stay tuned for that. We'll get back to that later, though. So again, let's get into these bet slips for the day. I'm giving y'all double ups. I haven't seen Tim's ticket. I haven't seen Ryan's ticket. We like to keep it like that, keep it fresh. So I'm seeing them in real time like y'all. So let's get to my ticket first, all right? The first ticket of the day I got, easy double up. I got, I'm sorry, I got the Chargers minus 2.5 versus the Colts. I know I took the Colts, but the bet last night that I made was the Chargers minus 2.5 before the line moved. The Chargers, they taking care of business. If they're gonna win this game, they're gonna win by 2.5. Am I 100% confident in it? No. Like I said, I switched my pickup today and took the Colts after much more analyzing. But the bet is the bet, okay? If I'm wrong today with my pick, I'm right on my bet. So the Chargers minus 2.5 is where I'm looking at if I'm betting on this game. Then I got the Packers money line against the Cardinals. Again, I think the Packers money line is just a stone cold home run. You can't miss with that. You can't miss with it. It's not even taking them on the for points because the points was too much. The money line is a little high, but because I took the Chargers and the Colts, it make it an easy plus 100. All right, the next ticket I got the Chiefs playing the Raiders. The Chiefs are at home versus the Raiders. The Chiefs money line. It's self-explanatory. The Giants and the Broncos. I teased the over down to 27.5 and made it so 28 points. That's 14-14. That's 17-14. Over 27.5 points for two NFL teams should be fucking easy, especially from the Broncos and the Giants. Both teams are capable of scoring. I don't know if the Giants necessarily score a lot of points, but we only need to get to 28 points. All right. And then I got the Eagles money line versus the Vikings. I said earlier in the show, I think the Eagles just dominate this game. Honestly, I know Tim was a little scared, but I think the Eagles roll. So I got the Eagles rolling money line versus the Vikings. I got the Giants and the Broncos game going over 27.5 points, and I got the Chiefs money line against the Raiders. That's plus 126. That's better than a double up. So that's the one that I'm really in love with right there. That's the ticket that if you want to bet 50 with me and tell it, bet your 50 and get 100. If you want to bet 100 with me and tell it, bet your 100 and get 200. Chiefs money line, Giants and Broncos over 27.5 points, Eagles money line. Book it. All right. Now I'm gonna swing it to you, Tim. Let you get into your tickets, man, because I'm definitely anxious to see what you cooked up.
Oh yeah, nice. So for me, I got two 3-leg parlay, but the first two bets, two lines is coming from the same game, the Eagles and Vikings game. I got Saquon Barkley for the total of the rushing and receiving yards at 97.5. I got that going over. I believe where that this is a game that he can get back on track, whether it being rushing and receiving to get at least 100. But I believe all he needs is like I said on the bet, all he needs is 97.5. So I believe he gets that. And like I told y'all, with Justin Jefferson out there doing his thing, I am terrified for him. I got Justin Jefferson going for an anytime touchdown. I believe he's unstoppable. Just keep it simple as that. And Justin Jefferson is unstoppable. I believe he gets in the end zone. I also got Cleveland for the Cleveland Browns for the money line. I told y'all I disagreed with y'all when y'all said to stay away from it. I think this has everything to do every way to show you why Cleveland's going to win this game. And so, like I said, just to keep it short, I got Saquon Barkley for the over of 97.5 rushing and receiving yards. I got Justin Jefferson with an anytime touchdown, and I also got Cleveland Browns winning for their money line against uh geez,
The Dolphins.
the Dolphins. Yeah, track of thought. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, what's going on? I got a 4 leg money line pick, just straight pick'ems. I got the Bears over the Saints. They're at home. The Saints are not good. You don't need anything special, just win the damn game. Come on, Chicago. I got the Chargers at home money line over the Colts. We already went over all the game previews, so I know why I'm picking the Chargers there. I got Cowboys at home over the Washington Commanders. Washington super beat up with the receivers. I think Cowboys at home get the job done. And then lastly, I got the Seahawks winning at home. They're playing the Houston Texans. Again, Texans haven't been that good. Seattle's a good team, and they're at home. I took 4 home teams, all right, to just win the damn game, and it's more than a double up. I mean, 10 for 63, so plus 600 something on the odds there. So it's good odds, low legs. I think it's got a great chance to hit, tail it, and let's make some money.
Let's
Nah,
make
that's
some
a
money.
beautiful ticket right there. That's a beautiful ticket. I see somebody
Yeah.
in the comments said Niners by 9. Again, I don't blame them. I like the Niners today. I think the Niners, you up that shit, and you definitely gonna roll. I think personally.
Mm-hmm.
So again, man, we got those. I gave you double ups. My double ups was plus around plus 100. Some of them a little bit better than the double up. Ryan's was plus 600. Tim, what was the plus on yours if you recall?
A 605, I believe.
Plus six up. So both of y'all gave plus 600 tickets, and I gave y'all double ups. You can't
Mm-hmm.
go wrong right there. You can't go
No,
wrong. We gave y'all a little bit at both, and those ain't even Hail Marys. Remember, a Hail Mary, it got to be plus 1,000 or better for it to be a Hail Mary.
that's
Right.
right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yes. So that's not even
And
really a big reach, man.
yeah, and the Hail Marys are fun, but you if you want to win money and win your bets, keep it under 1,000. That's a rule of
Keep
thumb.
it under 1,000, man. Keep it under plus 1,000. All right, man. Ryan, go ahead, man. Give me your final words of the day, brother.
Listen, man. My final words of the day is this, man. It's been a blast, man, doing this podcast with you guys. Um, these picks are gonna hit. We've been keeping track of the records. I've been putting it in a little behind the scenes for the audience. I'm trying to get a little whoever got the worst record. Maybe there's some type of punishment, man. We got to do. I don't know if it's or jumping in a cold lake
Yeah.
or something.
I got the worst
But we
record
gotta
now.
put
You
some.
talking
We
about
gotta put some.
punishments, huh?
Yeah, we gotta put up some stakes on these picks, man, because they gotta you gotta stand trial for your crimes at the end of the season. Um, nah, man, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this week of football. Stay tuned, guys. Like Tim mentioned, or D, I think you mentioned, we are gonna be starting a midweek show too, covering NBA, covering different bet slips for all different type of sports, hockey, soccer. I mean, if something's going on during the week, we're gonna come out with some bet slips and just try to get people to win some money. So look out for that. I know that's coming soon. But yeah, other than that, man, another good week, another good podcast, man.
For
Yeah,
sure,
man.
man.
Hmm.
Go ahead,
Um,
Timothy.
for me, final words is I want to for our viewers and everybody, for those of you that do make bets, for those of you that watches our show and you make bets yourself, send us your winners. You know what I'm saying? Last week we had a winner. Shout out to one of my brothers, Trey. He hit a winner and he sent it to me. So if you have a ticket and you hit and you have a winner, send it to us. And you know what I'm saying, if it's a good winner, you know what I'm saying, you make some big bucks, and it's a, you know what I'm saying, it's one of them Hail Marys, we shout you out. You know what I'm saying, we put, if we get the chance to, we might even post your ticket, you know what I'm saying, for, if you don't mind us, you know what I'm saying, we post your ticket for, people to see, to let them know that you hit, so but participation
Hold
is
on,
as
look.
much
Look, I don't even want to cut you off, but look, I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm bougie. Send me the ticket before you hit the shit. All right. Anybody can send a winning ticket through. Send me the motherfucking ticket before you hit it. Post the ticket on the Never Made It page, on the podcast page, on Facebook, or comment the
Post
ticket
it
on
to
YouTube,
yes, facts.
either whatever platform you're watching on. Because I'm giving you my tickets before I hit them.
Facts.
Right? So don't just send me winners, and I'm giving you winners that you can actually play. Yeah, I'm being, yep.
Right.
Send me the motherfucking tickets before they hit. That's
Right.
just how I feel.
That's
All right,
real.
then I know it's real.
Post
That
your
that's
tickets
that's what
on the
real
Never
sports
Made It
gamblers
page.
do.
That's facts. Post your tickets on the Never Made It page. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, and the winners will get posted and tell. You know what I'm saying? And hey, might send you a little something, something. You know what I mean? You might never know. I never know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it'll be a little something. Follow the page if you ain't following it. I'm gonna post some stuff for y'all.
Facts.
It'll be some rewards, maybe a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card or something like that. So just tune in. Just tune in today, man. There's gonna
Everybody
be something
love
on there on the
wings.
Facebook page. All
You
right.
lying if you say you don't love wings. Everybody love wings.
Everybody love wings, man. All right, man. I'm gonna wrap it up, man. I fuck with y'all fellas. Shout out to my boy Ryan out there in Arizona holding it down 3 hours behind us. Shout out to Timothy Delgado out there flying in Pittsburgh, PA. You know what I'm saying? My resident co-host. Shout out to Will. Shout out to Consistency.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Played it, but never made it. Get them picks, man. Go get them picks in. I gave y'all double
Yes,
ups. We
sir.
was 2 for 2 yesterday. Follow me
Yes,
today. I'm
sir.
gonna be 4 for 4. All
Put
right.
some
You do the
money in your
math.
pocket, man. Put some
You
money in
do the
your
Put
pocket.
math.
some money in your pocket, boy. Some money
Yeah.
in
We out
your
of here,
pocket.
man. We out of
Never
here.
made it.